Hey gang, we made it. That's right, entry number 3 of the BBD. That's Blackberry Diaries, a found footage true crime docuseries filmed completely on my Blackberry. And that's not the only cause for celebration, because this weekend we got a couple scenarios going on depending on if you're a loser or a racist. May the 4th, may the 4th be with you, Star Wars, cool. And then May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo, in case you didn't know the margaritas are already pretty inexpensive all year round. And don't get me wrong, I like Star Wars, alright? But only the good ones, obviously. Talking Phantom Menace, talking Clone Wars, talking Revenge of the Sith. You know, if Nick Fury ain't in it, why do I want to see it? I also like salsa and chips as much as the next guy, which is why today I went to a place where the two types of people converge. That's right, Trader Joe's, and picked up this guy, a little cashew Fiesta dip. But we're going to get to that later. First, what we're going to do is have a treat. Now, Trader Joe's I don't think is really considered a specialty store, but I consider it a specialty store because I have to go so far to get to the only one in town. Well, actually, there's 2 Trader Joe's in town, but the other Trader Joe's is just a furniture store, which seems crazy that you can just come into a similar geographic area with the same name and similar logo, and everybody seems to be okay with it. No one's wondering why you're not focused on that shoulder injury, or maybe finally winning a Super Bowl, or at least getting a competitive playoff position, maybe learning a new dance move, because even the Tebow ran out after a while. But I digress. Trader Joe's has got me covered on a number of topics, not just the Fiesta dip, but last week, remember, we had the Blueberry Cheerios. If you don't, go watch it. And in that video, I said, you know what would go good with blueberries for the springtime is lemon. And guess what? The Joes that I trade at came through with a trade for some compensation, some currency, some dinero, Cinco de Mayo, for these lemon cream sandwich cookies. And it even subtly says vegan right here, but you can see that it ain't screaming at you. It's for everybody, all right? Now, what I call these is whoopie pies for a couple of reasons. 1, whoopie's fun to say. 2, it gets right to the point. It's less syllables. Lemon cream sandwich cookie, whoopie pie, boom. So we're going to try these out. Now, I'm actually filming live on location at the Trader Joe's parking lot, which, if you don't know, is very brave of me because Trader Joe's parking lots are crazy. Every single one has about 7 spaces available, and nobody is keeping staying alive as a top priority for themselves. It's just a bunch of psychopaths, which, don't get me wrong, I admire, but still, what I'm trying to tell you is that I'm making a lot of sacrifice for this video. Now, first impressions of this cookie, this whoopie pie, is that the cream should be busting out for me. And it's smelling a little pine sally, but I'm hoping that that's just the cream and that the cookie's not lemon also. That way it can water down the lemon, you know, like water does to pine salt. It's very soft, like me. Soft and gentle, okay? It's very good, very sweet. Almost too sweet. Very tangy, but the cookie does kind of take the edge off a little bit. One thing I do like about the Trader Joe's, it's one of the few places, and I tell them I don't want a bag, they don't give me a hard time. When I go to a bodega or a gas station or something and get the old power drinks, which I need one right now. Why don't you want a bag? Let me worry about it. And if you ask me again, I'm going to take the plastic bag and I'm going to put it over your little head and strangle you. Because that's what you're doing to the earth with these plastic bags. But one thing that the TJ's is very pushy about is demanding that I have a cart. I got the reusable shopping bag, of course I do. But sometimes I forget it in the car. Most times I forget it in the car. And as punishment to myself, to help me remember, which seems like it's doing a great job since most times I forget, I will walk around with the items not in a cart, and I will also take the items not in a bag. They are very insistent that I have a cart, or a basket, I think is what they use. But I ain't taking it. I'm glad this is here because I can actually use this as a drink. Another thing about whoopie pies is actually they are the official state treat of Maine. Not even the official state dessert. Guess what the official state dessert is? Blueberry pie? Yeah. Even Maine knows blueberry and lemon stuff goes together. Even Maine. And all they know about is lobsters. Maine is so separated from the rest of the world that while we're having the Civil War down here, their war of attrition is going on between whoopie pies and blueberry pie. When I was younger, there was a hockey team from Georgia called the Macon Whoopie. In the 70s and 80s on game shows and stuff, Macon Whoopie was a little bit of an innuendo. Their mascot was a bird, which I guess there are whoopie birds, but they were not indigenous to Georgia, okay? Yeah, indigenous, that's right. Oh, did you go to college? Yeah, I went to lots of them. I even graduated from one. Steve Harvey did not show up to the ceremony as he promised. All right, so for Cinco de Mayo, we got the Fiesta cashew dip. Also got some organic corn chip dippers, aka scoops. I'm gonna take one scoop into the cheese dip. Can you see that cheese dip? It looks like what you think it's gonna look like. Now that is good. That is a good Fiesta dip, dairy-free cheese dip alternative if I've ever had one. Very mild, very creamy, very cashewy, not in the way that it tastes like a cashew does by itself, but in the way when you make a sauce and stuff with cashews, if you've ever done that, blended them up. Well, there you go. You can add that to your celebration of Mexican independence that I know you're so passionate about. And that's going to do it for this entry of the Blackberry Diaries. Please leave a comment below with your state treats and your state dessert. Make sure that you're powering up with your power drinks. And I'll see you soon.
Well, the answer is always yes, and the snacks are always fresh.